Hi guys. So yeah, things have been pretty quiet around here recently. Sarah posted her video this week, but unfortunately Selena and Kristine haven't posted videos. Last week I didn't post my video, and neither did Laura. Um, and neither did Selena again. So things have been very quiet. So really hoping that everybody can get less busy, me included, and get back into the routine of making videos. My excuse was, well, last weekend I was feeling really, really ill. Um, 9 days into being a teaching assistant, I got a really nasty cold. And on Saturday night, I barely got any sleep at all, so I was absolutely knackered on Sunday. And of course, I got challenged to do to draw a picture by Kristine, and I hadn't done it by Sunday evening, so I thought it's not going to happen. So anyway, I'm back, and hopefully, I won't be quite so busy. Right, so last week, Kristine challenged me to draw a picture of me and her on an adventure. So this is what I've done. Now, I can't really draw. I don't really have any drawing skills. So I was originally going to do stick figures. And then I thought about it and thought, no, that's going to be too easy. I should make some effort. So I've attempted to draw a sort of, it's not really a serious picture. It's not got shading and lots of detail or anything. It's kind of a cartoon, but it's a step up from stick figures. So here it is. Right, so I'm not sure how well you can see it in the picture, but we've got the 10th Doctor, Kristine and myself, in that order, standing outside the TARDIS, and they've only just arrived in a wonderful magical place that looks strangely familiar to both of the female characters. um, it is, in fact, the doorway into Bag End in the Shire in the Lord of the Rings universe. Not quite sure what's going to happen for the rest of the adventure, but this is the start of an episode. Yeah, so I love the idea that somewhere, maybe on a far off planet, the Lord of the Rings universe could be real. Um, and that maybe once upon a time, Tolkien was experiencing writer's block, and, he heard the sound of the TARDIS arriving outside his window, and him and the Doctor went on an adventure to planets far, far away, and either the events of the book actually happened and he went back and wrote them, or he was just so inspired by this wonderful planet and all the different alien creatures there that he, based his story on that universe. So yeah, that's my idea for the adventure. So later on, me, Kristine, and the Doctor, um, go to this planet, and we kind of have like a Lord of the Rings sequel of sorts, and it's awesome. Right, so my challenge for the next person is to pick either a movie or a TV show or a book and try and quote that as much as possible during your video. And the challenge is to try and incorporate it into what you're talking about in your video. So instead of saying, like, my favorite quotes from Doctor Who are, and then list them, actually just include them in what you're talking about. Okay. And you can do this as much or as little as you want. I mean, some people might be able to fit in loads and loads and plan what they're going to talk about. Other people might just decide to include like 3 or 4 quotes. So yeah, it could be fun. Okay. I got my dice. I shall roll it. 5 is myself. 4. Who is 4? That is Laura. So yes, hopefully Laura is going to be posting a video soon because we've not seen her in a while. So yeah, this is your challenge. So pick whatever you want and see if you can get some of the quotes in your video. Okay. Right. So what else have I got to talk about in this video? Not really sure because we don't seem to have a kind of topic of conversation for this week. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I might be doing next weekend. I might be going to a convention. The Entertainment Media Show is on in London next week, and my boyfriend really, really wants to go because it's got lots of the cast from Star Trek and Star Wars and Blake Seven and Red Dwarf, and he absolutely loves all of those shows. Personally, apart from a bit of Star Trek, I've not seen any of the rest. So yeah, I'm not too bothered. But it does have Matt Smith from Doctor Who, and it also has Colin Baker. So yeah, it might be good. I get to meet them both. I'm not really too bothered about Colin Baker because I'm not a big fan of the Sixth Doctor, but it would be really cool to meet Matt Smith. But yeah, this is the first time I will have been to a convention, and I'm trying to imagine what it would be like. I'm sure it's really amazing if you know like most of the actors there, or you're going to see someone that you've wanted to meet for a long time. But to be honest, although I'd like to meet Matt Smith, I'm not really that bothered about it. I like Doctor Who, I love watching the show, but you know, the actor and the character are very separate and different in my mind, and I'm not that bothered about meeting, the people who are involved in the show. Um, so yeah, it just doesn't really interest me that much. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go, I think, because my boyfriend wants to. And I'll let you know how I get on. I'll let you know if I actually have a really good time or if I'm just not that bothered. Okay. Um, right, I don't really have much else to talk about. If I start telling you about, anything else I've been up to, this video will get extremely long. So I'm just going to end this and I will speak to you guys next Sunday, hopefully. All right, have a good week. Bye bye.